I could never figure that out.
Okay, y'all. So we have to start somewhere, right? All right. So today what we're going to start is we're going to start nice and slow and easy. Okay. I like that. Makes it feel famous. All right. So if we're solving, what's the first thing I have to do?
Subtract. You have to take away
Okay. So I'm hearing subtract the 4x, but I also heard somebody say subtract the 3. Does it matter which one I do first? It doesn't. X's on one side, numbers on the other. Does it matter if the x's go to the left or the right? It doesn't matter. So I'm going to move these x's to the left, and I'll tell you why I do it is because I usually try to move so the x's stay positive. Okay? So I'm going to subtract the 4x. That gives me 2x plus 3 equals negative 7. Because the negative stays with the 7, right? You can't just leave it. And then I'm going to subtract the 3. And when I do that, I get 2x is negative 10. And divide by 2. And I get x is negative 5. Yes? Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about what does it mean to be a lowest common denominator? A lowest common denominator.
The lowest number that you can divide by.
The lowest number you can divide it by, divide what by? Okay. I think you guys are saying the right thing, but let's make sure. Lowest common denominator means the lowest number that you can divide both of the numbers into. Okay? So, if I have 2 and 8, what's the lowest number I can divide them both into? 8 divides into 2? Or does 2 divide into 8? 2 divides into 8, so the lowest common denominator is 8. Right? And if you have a hard time, doing that, what? My 2, I have 2, right? 8, well, I get 1 and 2. The 8, I get 1, 2, 4, and 8. This is the lowest one, right? It's the first one. Okay. I need the smallest number that both numbers can divide into. So if I have 2, 3, and 6, does 2 divide into 6? Does 3 divide into 6? Does 2 divide into 3? So it can't, 6 is not the smallest number. What's the smallest number that I can divide all 3 into? 12, right? 12 divides by 6, 12 divides by 3, 12 divides by 2. No? Okay. Now, I want you to get it, right? So if you don't get it, it's okay. Like, let's do this so we get it. Let's try this again. What's 2 times 1?
1. 2.
Who just said 1? Punched right off the bat. 2 times 1 is 2. What's 2 times 2?
1.
What's 2 times 3? 2 times 4? 8. What's 8 times 1?
8.
That is the first thing they both go into. All right, let's try it again. I'm going to do it on the next one. What's 2 times 1? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. 6, 12. It's the first number that all 3 can go into.
Oh, So it's the first one that are all the same.
The first one that you can divide all of the numbers into. It's the first factor.
Keep going until all of the ones.
Correct.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay, what about 3, 4, and 9? 3, 4, and 9.
No, it's not.
Can you divide 18 by 4?
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
you can't, right? So I'm going to have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Let me try this one now. 4, 8, 12. Oh, I got a 12. But now 9, did 9 match?
No.
Okay, so I have 9, 18, 27, and 36 was 18. So 3 times 12 is going to give me 36, and 4 times 9 is going to give me 36. So it's the first number where they all go. Okay, now, y'all, many of you learn what happened here. What numbers would I have to multiply together to get 36? 9 and 4. What numbers did I multiply on the second one to get 18? 3 and 6, right? So sometimes the fastest way to do it is take the biggest numbers, multiply them together, and see if it works for all of them. That's sometimes the fastest. Okay, so now let's do our notes, okay? All right. I'm just going to go over these really quick. So for addition, 2x plus 3 equals 8 plus 3. A plus C equals B plus C. We can change the order with addition, right? That's okay. Can you change the order with subtraction? Is 5 minus 3 the same as 3 minus 5? No? So addition we can, but subtraction we can't, right? You got to do A minus C equals B minus C. Multiplication, we can switch. Can switch. Okay, division, you have to divide by the same number on both sides to keep it equal, right? So if I'm dividing this side by 2, I have to divide this side by 2. You have to keep them equal. The reflexive property says the number is always equal to itself. So 3 equals 3. And that means 2x equals 2x. A number is always equal to itself. It's always equal to itself. That's the reflexive property. The symmetric property is telling me I can write 2x equals 8, and that's the same thing as 8 equals 2x. And this is what we were talking about when we were solving the equation. It doesn't matter which side I move stuff on, right? I get the same answer either way. The transitive says if A equals B and B equals C, then A will also equal C. Okay, so take a look at this equation. You know, there's a ton of words over here, right? There's a ton of words. But what I want to know, when I'm solving for an equation, what's the goal? What do I need to have happen? I have to get the x by itself, right? So when I look at this mess, I need the x by itself. So when I look at this, the first thing that you see, I know that you hate, is the fraction, right? We hate the fraction. So we need to get the fraction by itself. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract the 2 to the other side. So we're going to start, I'm going to subtract the 2 to the other side. So I'm going to subtract 2. And I have to subtract 2 from the 11, right? You can't subtract it from the 2x because there's an x there. So when I do that, I have this. 3 times x plus 7 over 4 equals 2x plus 9. And what? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. We've done the whole thing wrong. Appreciate that so much. There we go. Am I good now? Okay, thank you, y'all. So next, can I get the x by itself? I have this x, and I can't get it by itself until I get rid of the other crap, right? There's crap all around it. So I'm dividing by 4. What's the opposite of dividing by 4? All right, so I'm going to multiply this times 4. What I do to one side, what do I have to do? Same on the other, but look, I have this 2x plus 9, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put parentheses so I don't forget to do both of them. And when I multiply this side times 4, what happens to these? This cancels with this. And it leaves me with what's on top, correct? So now I have 3 times x plus 7 minus 5 equals, I'm going to go ahead and multiply. So I get 8x plus 36. Somebody checking my math here? Okay. Now, can I get the x by itself yet? What do I have to do? I'm going to have to distribute. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply the 3 times the x and times the 7. So I'm going to have 3x plus 21 minus 5 equals 8x plus 36. Yes? So 21 minus 5, does anybody know 21 minus 5? I think it's 16. Yes? So I'm going to have 3x plus 16 equals 8x plus 36. What do I do next? Subtract the 3x because that's going to make my x's stay positive. So I'm going to subtract the 3x. And I'm going to just finish over here. So I'm going to get 16. And then what? I'm going to subtract the 36. So I get minus 20 equals 5x. And when I divide by 5, and I know this is a mess, I'm sorry, I ran out of room. But I get x equals negative 4. Okay, any questions, y'all? Okay, am I talking okay? Like too fast, too slow? Should I go faster or slower? You're okay? What? You're good so far? Okay, so let me tell you a couple things from where I'm sitting, right? I got the right answer. Some of you aren't writing. I'm going to take that as a sign right now that you think this is boring, and that's okay. But when I'm writing, you're writing. I know how to do it. I'm going to get 100 most of the time, or some of the time. Not even all, some of the time. All right, on the next page. Okay, at your table, I want you to try to solve those two equations, and then we're going to talk about it. 5 minutes. We're going to have 5 minutes. The two top ones. Oh my gosh, you're just looking at me and scared you? Okay. Okay. Okay, how many of you got this right here? And then you all started being chickens. Because what happens to the x's? They cancel, right? If I subtract 6x, and so I get negative 3 equals 5. Is this true or false? If this is false, this is a no solution. So now what happened on the next one? Is this line good? Am I good here? So the reason I like this problem is sometimes we forget the 10x minus x. What does that give me? Do I change it to a plus? No. So 10 minus 1 gives me 9x minus 6 equals 9x minus 6. What's going to happen now? When I subtract the 9x, what happens? They cancel out, and I get negative 6 equals negative 6. Is that true? If it's true, the answer is all real numbers. So when you get a true answer, this is going to be all real numbers. You get all real numbers here. All right, any questions? Okay. So the last one I do want to work with you. These are the ones you hate, right? There's a fraction there. Don't be shaking your head already. No. Don't. Listen. Listen to my words. Fractions are your friends. They're your friends. Okay. Now, the first one. I have 6 and 2. Since we hate the fractions, what we're going to do is we're going to clear the fractions. And they're going to go away, and then you don't even care. So what you have to know is what's the lowest common denominator between 6 and 2?
12.
12 is, but 6 is smaller. Who said 6? Somebody said 6. Okay. 6 is smaller, so can I use 6? Is that okay with everyone? Okay. Does anybody want to see how I got 6?
6 times 1.
6 times 1, and then 2, 4, 6. So the first number that's the same is 6. All right. Now watch. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to clear the fraction by multiplying both sides by 6. Because we can do that. You can do anything as long as you do it on both sides. So I'm going to multiply this side times 6 and this side times 6. When I do that, listen to my words. listen. 6 times 1, 6. What's 6 times 1? Divided by 6. I just have 1, so I get x. If you want to write the 1, you can. Look. 6 times 1, 6. I'm right there. That's what I said. 6 times 1, 6. Then I'm going to take 6 times 3 halves. If you need to, put a 1 under this. 6 times 3 is divided by 2, 9. So plus 9 equals 12. And now the fractions are gone. And here, all I have to do is subtract the 9. And get x equals 3. Okay. On the next one. What is the lowest common denominator? I have 4 and 2.
4.
4. So we're going to multiply both sides by 4. Now here's my question. I'm going to multiply this side times 4 and this side times 4. Okay? When I do that, I'm going to multiply by 4 here and times 4 here. And I put a 1 under it to help you multiply. Y'all, when I multiply this side times 4, do I multiply inside the parentheses? They're protected, right? The parentheses is like protecting it. And you can't do anything. So I'm going to take 1/4 times 4. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. So that means I have 5x plus 2 on this side. Now, this is written as x over 2. X over 2. So, y'all, what number is in front of the x over here? So this is the same as 1/2 x times 4. So I'm going to take 1/2 times 4. And if I take 1/2 times 4, what do I get? 2. So on this side, I have 2x. Very good. So I get 2 is negative 3x. And what do I divide by? I divide by the negative 3. So I get a negative 2/3.